What's up? October 20th, 2023, Maverick Ranch. This is the home construction status update. It's been a few days. Got a lot to do, go over. Hopefully I don't forget much. Got a delivery yesterday of all the siding. So I think later on next week, they're gonna start. I talked to the siding guy today, and we're not quite ready yet. I've been busy taping up some stuff outside, because I figured they're getting close to putting the siding on it. I don't want to get stuck not taping, so I'm doing it myself. I found some tape and I'm using it. Got the shutters. They came in today, this morning, early. Then we've had the electric. That's leftover trim. We still need to use some, but I'll go over that later. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, the electrician was here yesterday for a little bit, left because it was crowded in here. And then today, another electrician came and started, doing some stuff, but he was real slow and meticulous. I told him I wanted him to come back because he was doing awesome. Loved it. Real meticulous like me, so it was working out. This is some, I guess, vinyl plank board for the garage doors and the basement doors, for the trim. And here's the Durock I was talking about. They started the tile today. Busy in here. Cabinets installed. That one's damaged. But anyway, yup. We're gonna make sure that has to be replaced. We're getting dual ovens, and what they do, they just cut it out when the ovens come, so they know exactly the size. But anyway, the electrician was here. He was working in the kitchen today. He has to get a different cover plate for that. That's why he didn't do that. He did all the under counter lights. Spent a lot of time on that. Had to do a lot of work on getting that straight and right. I mean, he did awesome. Loved it. Did a really good job. Real happy with the work he did. So nice and neat. Anyway, that's in, and the fireplace is done. The stone guys came yesterday and just rocked. They were awesome. Loved watching them. Got a lot of video of them. They were just awesome. Very talented. Very good hard workers. And I think it came out real well. Okay, so it's gonna be a while. Next week, I guess they're gonna work on more electric and stuff. The deck floor is almost done. Almost. We're missing 3, well, 2.5. They were too short and 1 is damaged, so had to stop. But got the seam right here, just 1 seam, because the railing's gonna be there and the door's gonna be here. They still have to work on this door They need to raise that header a little bit, and they need to pad the sides. And we got the sliding glass door in finally. But in doing so, I don't like it. So they're working on trying to figure out what a price would be. Let me go back inside for a sec. For a taller door. And I guess if you look at it, see the normal door and the slider, see the difference. Yeah, I just, it looks like it's for midgets. So I'm thinking if I go up another, well, they're looking at 8-foot high doors, which will take it up to where that drywall is cut out. And I just think it's gonna bring in more light, and the whole thing will be a slider. So my tall friends don't have to duck. I mean, I clear it by about 3 or 4 inches, but still, and then plus you'll have a view of those windows, and you'll have it'd be more dramatic. I just think we've got cathedral ceilings in here on top of a 9-foot ceiling, and that just doesn't do anything for it. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. I'm waiting for a price. So anyway, that's what's going on there. Now the vanities were installed, and these bathroom vanities, some problem. That's the problem. The vents that come up out of the floor underneath the vanity go into that, and then come out there, and then come out that hole. But I guess they didn't like all the work that it was going to have to entail to keep that under there while they did that. So the easiest thing to do would be to just rip it out. This one they actually unscrewed. They bent it all up, but they unscrewed it. The other one, I didn't really bother unscrewing it. They were kind of being a little hasty. Yeah, let's just rip it out. It's in our way. So, of course, the builder's not happy that I noticed it, and he's gonna have to take out the vanity and redo it. Vanities, 3 of them. For some reason, they left it underneath the kitchen one, but that was another guy doing it. But it still doesn't come out all the way, so I'm not sure what the deal is with this. I don't know. I don't know if you can see that, but it doesn't come out all the way. At least it's pointed in the right direction. Anyway, that's the deal there. Yeah, see that? That's a cover plate. And they got to get a square plug instead of that plug. And they didn't have one, so they're working on it. And then that is going to have the outlet sideways, and it's going to be a brown one. And then I did mark where I wanted the floor plug. Right there, you can barely see it because it's so filthy. We were cutting stuff. Let's go back out on the deck. That's the railing. I like it. I like the black pickets and the white. The white's gonna go with all the trim on the house, and the siding's like a brown, sort of in between this floor and the roof. Actually, it's lighter than the roof and lighter than this. It's like it's a tan. It's not a brown. It's a tan. So I think it's gonna look really nice. And this turned out real well. We had to put some blocks down underneath and everything, but no, it turned out good. I like it. So anyway, I'm trying to think of what else. So yeah, let's go to the front porch. That was a big ordeal. We got the column set, and that was a lot to do there. It was just long. It was just taking way too long to get that done, and they didn't understand what I wanted. So I pretty much was there right with them and pushed them where I wanted them, held the level up, and told them when to shoot the nail gun. So we got it as close as being right as possible. When they built the house, something was off, either the roof or the concrete pad or something. It was an inch off, and inch off one way, and then this line right here was off. This relief line for the concrete. And I got it fairly, it's still not perfect, but it's better than it was. And then this is gonna be, you know, the column is on this lowered part. And this lowered part, this header, you might want to call it, I wanted it centered with the column. And they weren't gonna do it. And then that's the same up there as on the concrete. So I couldn't understand why they couldn't figure out what I wanted, but it worked out. Everything's nice and level and square, and it worked out finally. And then by doing that, I had to move where they had that header, and then we wanted the same header on the sides, same size. And in doing so, all that work I did setting the ceiling fan outlets was all for naught, because they weren't centered anymore. So today I had to center them again. I had to, that one wasn't too far off, but I had to trim that 2x4. Now it's well, 2x4s are 3.5 inches, but now it's a 3-inch. And then the other side I had to, actually it's a little bit different, but I had to change that too. And I just put a 2x4 on the other side just for extra support and extra nailing for the ceiling when they do the siding. Keep it tight. But anyway, yeah, we're still not done. If you look at the side here, that distance right there is not the same as the front. So we're gonna come out the same, and we have to, because they have to go all the way with that board to the house, because it's gonna be lower than the soffit, and you're gonna see it. So on both sides, and then so we'll stick another 1/2 inch on it, maybe 3/4 of an inch, and then it'll be right, and go all the way to the house with it. But like I said, I've been taping up all these, all this stuff up. There's been some sketchy little areas, but I've been busy doing that stuff too. But I'm trying to think, is that it? I don't know. A lot's been going on these last couple days. Oh, duh. Gotta check this out. Just been busy. Tile. That's what we're doing. Tile in the master bath. they got the Durock down, and they clean the floor first, then they put some stuff down on the ground, some grout, not really grout, but that thin set stuff, and then put this down, then nailed it down. Looks like they nailed it down every 6 inches. Yeah, probably every 6 inches they nailed it down. I think when I did my other house, I did it every 4 inches, but that's just me. It's not going anywhere. Definitely not. So they did that, and then they had tested the shower and it passed the leak test. So they're going to go ahead and do it. So they got the floor in already. They got a nice little slope down to the drain. Tile, I think, is going to be kind of cool looking. It's gray. It matches the other tile. I'll check it out. There's going to be a reveal, like a accent, and it's going to go right through the center of those niches, and the whole back of the niches is going to be the same material as the accent piece. And I had them lay it out. We had it out on the floor this morning, taking measurements and putting spacers in and all that stuff, trying to figure out exactly how to do it. But they're pretty cool. They work with me. They want me happy. They know I'm kind of picky. So, what's this tile look like? Oh yeah, there's the tile. That's going to be the tile in the shower. It's a 16 by 32. And the floor is a 12 by 24. So it's a big tile, big tiles. Of course, the tile in the shower is smooth and glossy, and then the floor is like a satin, so you're not sliding all over the place. But I think it looks pretty cool. It's nice. They're gonna come back tomorrow and finish tiling it. If they can get the bull nose, because the bull nose they had the wrong one. So they gotta get a different bull nose. Anyway, that's it. I'll check back later. I'm sure there's gonna be a lot more going on.